Welcome to Baltimore Orioles franchise, and today we have the Orioles versus the San Diego Padres. The Padres throwing out Joe Musgrove. He's had 24 starts, he has 11-4 record, 2.8 ERA, 160.2 innings pitched, 137 hits allowed, and a 1.12 WHIP with 43 walks and 119 strikeouts. So first up is Cedric Mullins. He's hitting .286 on the season. And Mullins swings at the first pitch that is thrown to him. And look at the Padres in the NL West. They are half a game behind in the NL West with their 66-54 record. And they're winning the wild card. They're first in the wild card. There's another great pitch. 0-2. Mullins can't deal with that. Here's 0-2. And a ball. A 1-2 count now.
Was originally picked in the first round of 2011.
Here we go.
Blue Jays, but now a San Diego kid.
I'm just gonna. Just there. Here we go. 2nd and 2. 2-2. What am I talking about? 2-2. Here we go. There's a ball just missing. And Gunnar Henderson on deck. Here's a full count. Here's the pitch. And just misses again. There's a ball. He walks the first batter. Next up, Gunnar Henderson hitting .269 on the season. There's a ball. 1-0 count. Here we go. And they run it. It was a ball. The throw is high. He steals the base and 2-0 count. Cedric Mullins with his 18th stolen base of the season. Here we go. And down the line. And there it is. He's going to score. Baltimore takes a 1-0 lead. Gunnar Henderson with his 29th RBI on the season. Up next, Ryan Mountcastle hitting .279. Here we go. Mountcastle! That one's gonna fall. Henderson going home, and he'll be safe. Baltimore off to a fast start. 2-0. Oh boy, next up, Kyle Schwarber hitting .271, hitting much better ever since he's been a Baltimore Oriole. Here's the pitch. And a perfect pitch right in the corner. Even if he didn't swing, that's a called strike. 0-1 count. And another great pitch. 0-2 count. Kyle Schwarber in his last 10 games, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. Schwarber! Foul! Had the distance, but pulls foul. Kyle Schwarber tied 9th in the AL with 53 base on balls. That one's popped up, another 0-2 count. Here we go. The pitch. Oh, when he gets hit! Next up, Adley Rutschman then. There's a man on first and second. Adley Rutschman hitting .238, not doing as well as expected on the year. There's a ball, 1-0 count. I feel like Adley Rutschman is just the epitome of average. You know, he's like, the only thing that's really good about him is that he's going to walk. And that's probably why the average is honestly low. He doesn't get hits. He walks half the time. And that one's thrown away. Can't get it. And now, runner scores 3-0. 2 runners in scoring positions. Men on second and third. Okay then. Anthony Santander up next, hitting .280 on the season. And a strike through the heater by Santander. Couldn't keep up. Here's an 0-1 count. Here's a pitch. And Santander, right field. That might be too far in. And it will be. They're going to hold him at third. So that's the first out. That's only the first out. So let's check the starting lineup today. We've seen Cedric Mullins, Gunnar Henderson, Ryan Mountcastle, Kyle Schwarber, Ali Rushman and Anthony Santander. Third base, we have Colton Cowser, who's been really good. At second, we have Jorge Mateo. And at DH, we have Gordon Westberg. If you wonder why Colton Cowser's even a starter, DJ LeMahieu's hurt until at least the playoffs, if we make the playoffs. So, okay, Colton Cowser hitting .294 on the season. There's a ball. 1-0 count. Colton Cowser, last 7 games, having a .500 average. There's another ball, 2-0 count. Here we go. 2-0 count. And Colton Cowser, 3 runs scored in his last 3 games. And no, that's going to go foul. Once again, just like Schwarber, had the distance but pulls foul. Here's the pitch. There's a ball, 3-1 count. Here we go. Here we go. Here it is. 3-1. Cowser. They're going to go home and they throw to San Diego throws the first. Baltimore's runner went home, so it's now 4-0. Next up, Jorge Mateo hitting .248 on the season. Here we go. And there's a run. Mateo hit the single. And now it's 5-0. Damn. Next up, Jordan Westberg, .357. He's trying to earn a playoff spot again if we make it. Here we go, 1-0. Here it is. And they saw it coming, but he's still safe. They threw the intentional ball, but they still couldn't get him. That was a heater too. Here's the next pitch. There's a ball, 3-0 count. Mullins on deck if Jordan Westberg gets on base. We've gone through the whole lineup. Here we go. There's a ball or a strike, 3-1 count. I mess up sometimes, clearly. Here's the 3-1 count. And fouled off. Full count now. Here we go. Ball. And the runners on first and second. And Musgrove being taken out of the game. In the first inning, they're going to bring in Nabil Chrismat. This season, 44 games, a 2-2 record, 9 holes, 44 innings pitched, a 5.73 ERA, 29 strikeouts, 17 walks, and yikes. He struggles, especially against lefties, which, speaking of this, Cedric Mullins up, he enters with the 8-game hit streak, and he already got the hit today, so, wait, no he didn't. He got a walk, so he has a hit streak on the line in this game. Here we go. And he swings at that 0-2 count. Here we go. And he fouls it off, 0-2 count. We're almost 9 minutes through in this first half. Damn. Here we go. Mullins! There it goes! See ya! Wouldn't wanna be ya! Cedric Mullins gonna kiss that one goodbye! His 8th homer of the season! Man. You throw a mistake, Cedric Mullins didn't miss it. Yeah, it just had the distance, but a home run's a home run. Okay, then 333 feet. Next up, Gunnar Henderson. He's 1 for 1 on the day. And Gunnar Henderson ranks first on the Orioles with doubles. The 29 doubles. And there's a strike on 1 count. Here we go. On 1 count. Gunnar Henderson, 1 for 1 on the day. There's a strike on 2 count. Gunnar Henderson, honestly, I didn't expect a lot out of him. I expected him to be serviceable. He's a little better than that. He's a little better than I expected, so I'm proud of that. There's a ball, 1-2 count. I feel like the Orioles players are just messing when they swing at the first two pitches no matter what. They're just messing around. Because then they watch everything. 2-2 count. And there's a single. Oh my God. We have 2 outs. And there's a single for Gunnar Henderson. Up next, Ryan Mountcastle. He ranks first on the Orioles with 123 hits. He's 1 for 1 on the day. There's a ball. Good take. 1-0 count. Here we go. We haven't even seen our starting pitcher yet. This is ridiculous. And he pops it up. Is the inning over? It is. We had the top of the first. 11 minutes. Now here we go. Bottom of the first, Jeffrey Springs pitching for the Orioles. He's had 24 starts, a 10-5 record, 3.24 ERA, 141.2 innings pitched, 125 hits. I didn't see the rest. Up first for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. He's hitting 288 on the season. So here we go. There's a strike to start the game off for Jeffrey Springs. Baltimore 70-50. They're 5 games behind in the AL East. Toronto has destroyed the AL East. There's a strike going to count, and they lead the wild card pretty comfortably too. Here we go, 0-2 count. And fouled off. Here it is. And questionable. 1-2 count. Oh, they're going to give it that. Oh, and look at other news. Atlanta, Matt Olson hits his 200th career home run, and Jeffrey Springs starts off the game with a strikeout. Next up, Tim Lopes hitting a really good 314. There's a strike, 0-1 count. Here we go. Josh Hader in the NL increases his save total to 38. That goes left field. Schwarber under it. It's caught for the second out. And here's Juan Soto hitting 278 on the season. Here we go. The first pitch is called for a strike, 0-1 count. Soto in his career has a 939 OPS in 6 seasons. That one's fouled off, 0-2 count. Here we go. Jeffrey Springs has been really good for the rotation, and I expect to see more of that. He's a pitcher I definitely am going to look forward to having in the postseason. It's fouled off. Especially when facing another... Jeffrey Springs is a really good number 3 pitcher. He strikes out Soto, and I'll talk more about this later, I guess. Here we go, top of the third, and up is Colton Cowser. He's 0 for 1 on the day. And the first pitch, he's going to pop that up in field, and it's caught for the first out of the inning. Jorge Mateo up next. He's 1 for 1. Chris Matt really improving. He hasn't thrown a lot of pitches. But that falls for a hit. There's a single for Mateo. And we all know what's coming. Jordan Westburg up, but that's not what's important. There's a ball. And why'd he do that? Mateo just stopped. Okay. He'll be thrown out, I guess. Jordan Westburg then. There's nobody on the bases. 2-0 count. In his last game, he was 1 for 2 with a single. So here's the pitch. And that falls for a single. That might have honestly scored Mateo. I don't know what happened there. But here's Cedric Mullins. He's 1 for 1. He's walked, and he has a home run. That's a strike. I don't know what he's swinging at there. 0-1 count. Here's the next pitch. Mullins gets it past in field. Well, yeah. Gets it past the infield for a single. Mariners move within 4 games of the Astros in the AL West. Some teams we might have to look out for. Gunnar Henderson is up. He's 2 for 2 with a double and a single. Both in the first inning. 1-0 count. Here we go. And doesn't swing at that. 1-1 count. Was called for a strike. Henderson, a 2nd-round draft pick in the 2019 draft. Picked the same year as Adley Rutschman. Wasn't expected to be as great, but clearly this season outperforming Adley Rutschman. Here's the pitch. And up the infield. And there you go. There's a single, and he'll score the runner. It's 9-0. Up next, Ryan Mountcastle, 1 for 2 on the day. Here we go. And that falls for a hit. Runner sent home. It's thrown off the base. And he scores another. Runners on the corners, and up is Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a hit by a pitch and a strikeout. Schwarber! That goes foul. 0-1 count. He wanted it. Just couldn't keep it fair. Here we go. That one, though, is going to be a single for Schwarber. And he'll score a runner. It's 11-0 now. And another pitcher coming in, Drew Pomeranz. This season, 46 game, a 3-5 record. 11 holes, 36.2 innings, 4.66 ERA, 40 strikeouts, 23 walks, and he does much better against lefties than righties. And who's up? A switch hitter. Adley Rutschman, he's 1 for 2. Here we go. There's a ball, 1-0 count. Here we go. This pitch. There's another ball, 2-0 count. Rutschman in his last 10 games has scored 8 times. He's been getting on base. Here we go. Rutschman, that goes out of the infield. That falls. They send the runner home, and they got him. Ending the third, or the top of the third. Baltimore leads 11-0. Here we go, top of the 4th, and up is Anthony Santander, 0 for 2 on the day. And here's the first pitch. There's a ball, 1-0 count. Santander at 2023. This year, he was an AL All-Star. And he's done pretty well. And he swings at that. What is he swinging at? 1-1 count. I don't think he knows what he's swinging at. Here we go. The pitch. There's a ball, just missing. It was really close. That could have gone either way. 2-1 count. There's a strike. 2-2 count. Here we go. The next pitch. And Santander fouls it off. 2-2 count again. Here we go. A ball, full count. Colton Cowser on deck. Here's the pitch. And you can't call that a ball. Colton Cowser up 0 for 2. You can't call that a ball. Come on. That's okay. And that falls for a single. Santander wasn't sure, but he will get to second. There's a single. Colton Cowser's only played 13 games if you don't include this one, so he's been pretty good for those 13 games. Jorge Mateo, he's 2 for 2 on the day. And he passes the infield. There's a single. The bases are loaded. Are we going to do this again? Up next, Jordan Westburg. He's 1 for 1. He's walked, and he has a single. Here we go. Westberg, center field. That should score the runner. And it does. He's safe. It is 12-0 now. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Up next, Cedric Mullins. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Here we go. And throws back to first. Won't get him. So here we go. Next pitch. And Mullins over the third baseman's head. There's a single. For goodness sake. Give them a break. 13-0 up next. Gunnar Henderson, who's 3 for 3 with a double and 2 singles on the day. Here we go. And popped up. Caught for the second out. Here you go, Ryan Mountcastle. 2 for 3 on the day with 2 singles. Here we go. Mountcastle pops it up center field. It's caught 10 the inning. Or the top of the 4th, you know what I mean. Here we go. We go into the top of the 6th. Up is Steve Wilson. He's coming into the game. They used the starter. Wait, I need to know. Who have they used? There's no way. Oh, Josh Hader. Look. Wait, what? Oh, they have like 4 pitchers left in the bullpen. Wow, the Padres have really struggled in this game. Up for next, Jorge Mateo, 3 singles on the day. And make it a 4th. Mateo with another single. And look at this, the Giants increased their NL West lead to half a game over the Padres, and it's not going to help that the Padres are getting destroyed. And he'll be back to first, no problem. Westberg up, 1 for 1. He's walked a couple times, and he has a single. And they called a ball. Mateo, clearly by a mile. His 30th stolen base on the year. Westberg, here we go. The pitch, right field. That will probably be far enough to advance them. It definitely will. Mateo on third now. Here we go. Next up, Cedric Mullins. He's 3 for 3 on the day with a homer and 2 singles. Here we go. And center field. Mateo was late to react, but he's still safe by a whole lot. And it's 14-0. Up next, Gunnar Henderson. 3 for 4. Here we go. Gunnar Henderson gonna kiss that one goodbye. Oh man, Gunnar Henderson is gonna make it 15-0 with his 13th homer of the season. One more time, the first pitch thrown to him, he crushes it. That brings up Ryan Mountcastle. He's 2 for 4 on the day. Here we go. Mountcastle fouls it off, 0-1 count. Here we go. Oh, 1 count. Popped up, 0-2 count. Mountcastle has 20 doubles. That's 3rd best on the Orioles. Here's the pitch. And right field. Oh, barely gets it to end the top. I gotta show you more pitching, I'm sorry. Austin Nola, he does not do well at home. He's 0 for 1 on the day. And Jeffrey Springs done really well. No hits allowed on the day. Here's an 0-1 count. Hopefully I didn't jinx it there. Here's an 0-2 count. The pitch. There's a ball, 1-2 count. He's actually thrown a perfect game so far. So, he's looking to make history. Mateo! Got it! For the first out. Next up, Trent Grisham. 0 for 1 on the day. Here we go. There's a strike on 1 count. Trent Grisham acquired from Milwaukee in 2019, and he's done really well for the Padres since. There's a strike on 2 count. It was a big part of the Padres in during the COVID run of baseball. Here's an 0-2 count. The pitch, and got him swinging for the second out. Next up, Curvin Pichardo. He's 0 for 1 on the day. I don't know who this is, to be honest. There's a strike on 1 count. Oh, that's why I don't know who he is, because he's making his MLB debut. Okay. There's a strike on 2 count. Here's the pitch. And inning over. He strikes out. Another man. Top of the 7th, up is Kyle Schwarber, 1 for 3 on the day with a single. Here's the pitch. That's fouled off on 1 count. Here we go. Here's the next one. There's a strike, a pretty good one too. 0-2 count, perfect pitch at the bottom of the zone. I mean, you can't do much better than that, can you? Here's the pitch. Oh, almost hit him there. 1-2 count. No. A couple of pitchers on the Padres almost hitting some of these Baltimore players, so might be a couple of exchange words after the game. 2-2 count. I said that about Mateo earlier, who almost got hit. Here's the pitch. There's a ball. Full count. Rushman on deck. Here we go. Here's the full count. And walks him to start the inning. Next up, Adley Rushman. 2 for 4 on the day. Here we go. Here's the pitch. There's a ball. 1-0 count. Steven Wilson looks like he's losing his control. Here's the next pitch. 2-0 count. And if he's not losing his control, if it's a ball, the Orioles, if it's outside of the zone, no matter how close it is, it looks like they've been taking it. Rushing! Deep back out of here! Orioles 17-0 lead. Adley Rushman, his 14th homer on the season. One more time. That wasn't even in the zone. Oh my God. And another pitcher, Tim Hale, this season, 27 games, 3-2 records, saves, an opportunity to save 21.1 innings pitched, 6.75 ERA, 16 strikeouts, 16 walks. He's not good. Up is Anthony Santander, 0 for 2 on the day. Honestly, I'm going to feel bad if they face us next, or if they face whoever they face, because they're going to have no bullpen. There's a good strike on 1 count. Great pitch. Here we go. They're going to have to rely on their starter in the next game at the rate this is going. Santander fouls it off. 0-2 count. Here we go. Here's the pitch. There's a ball. 1-2 count. In his last 2 at-bats, Anthony Santander has walked. He has patience. But if it's in the zone, he's ready to swing. Then he doesn't swing at that, and he'll strike out. There's Colton Cowser. He's 1 for 4 on the day. Here we go. He had that single in the 4th. The pitch fouls it off. Here we go in 0-1 count. Tim Hill trying to stop Baltimore from scoring anymore, but doesn't really make a difference. Almost hits them. 1-1 count. Pretty close. Here we go. There's a ball. 2-1 count. Here's the next pitch. And here it is. Cowser. It's gonna fall. Center field. There's a single. That will bring up Jorge Mateo. He's 4 for 4 on the day. All singles. That's a ball. 1-0 count. Mateo, he's been serviceable. He does what he needs to do. He gets the steals. And he's just good. I mean, he's not like MVP or like award good, but he's pretty good. Mateo, right field, and caught for the second out. So here we go. Jordan Westberg, he's 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. And to the shortstop. Inning over. Here we go. Bottom of the 7th. Up is Jake Cronenworth. He's 0 for 2 on the day. There's a ball. 1-0 count.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing
Here we
whatever the
go.
catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't...
Oh my god, I thought I turned this thing off. Here we go. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And fouls it off. If that was fair, that could have been really dangerous. Here's a 1-2 count. What? I'm sorry, does it say he has 4 pitches? There's a little error in the game. Here's a 2-2 count. The pitch. Cowser. Got it for the first out. Saves an error. That brings up Tim Lopes. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Here we go. And Springs. Got it. There's a second out. Next up, Soto. 0 for 2 on the day. Mateo. And Jeffrey Springs 6 outs away from a perfect game. Here we go, top of the 8th. Up is Cedric Mullins. He's 3 for 3 on the day. The pitch. Mullins! Stay fair, stay fair, stay fair! Foul. 5.3 feet away. Here's an 0-1 count. Fouled off, 0-2 count. And other news in the AL. American League, Twins move within 2.5 games of the Cleveland Guardians. That's fouled off, another 0-2 count. Here we go. Here's the pitch. And there's a single! My God, you gotta be kidding me! Next up, Gunnar Henderson. He's 4 for 5 on the day. Here we go. Fouled off. Hit a homer in his last at-bat. And Gunnar Henderson, a triple shy of the cycle. 0-1 count. Here we go. And it's popped up. And there's the first out. That brings up Ryan Mountcastle. He's 2 for 5 on the day. Here we go. Here's the pitch. No, wait, throws it to first. And won't get him. Here we go. Here's the pitch. And they call it a ball. And Mullins steals second, his 19th stolen base on the season. Call it a ball. And it looks like he just missed the zone. Here's a 1-0 count. Mountcastle left field. And caught for the second out. Oh, and it pulls him off the bag. If he would have tested it, he probably would have been safe. That brings up Kyle Schwarber, who's 1 for 3 on the day. Here we go. Here's a pitch. Kyle Schwarber, you can kiss that baby goodbye. Kyle Schwarber with a homer. His 22nd homer on the season. Boom. Next up, Adley Rutschman. 3 for 5 on the day. Here we go. The pitch. Popped up, 0-1 count. Here's the next pitch. That's a strike, 0-2 count. Here we go. And a ball, 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. The real question to be asked is, can the Orioles reach 20 runs on the day? 20 points. Because they do have the top of the 9th. And Rutschman hits it up. That will end the top of the 8th. Baltimore up 19-0. Kyle Schwarber. Look at this. Here it is. And boom. Here we go. Bottom of the 8th. Up is Xander Bogaerts. He's 0 for 2 on the day. There's a strike, 0-1 count. Here we go. 0-1 count. Here's the next pitch. There's a strike, 0-2 count. Here's the next one.
Been a really nice outing for him so far, Singy.
He's thrown the ball
Popped
really
up.
well. Kept hitters
0-2
off
count.
balance, and he's been very efficient with
Here's the
that
next
pitch
one.
count. But at this point, even though it's been relatively low, you start
There's a
keeping
ball.
an eye on it to make sure that he
1 and
doesn't
2 count.
and injure himself.
Here we go.
Lefty.
Got him for the first out. That'll bring up Nelson Cruz. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Here we go. There's a strike. Sandy Alcantara increases his NL starting pitcher lead win total to 16. Here's the 0-1 count. And didn't go at it. 1-1 count.
You know, he's been so great today.
Here's the next pitch.
Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken
Fouled
up the
off.
catcher very much at all
1-2
today.
count. Here we go. The pitch. That's popped up. 1-2 count.
The Padres still looking for
Here it
their
is.
first hit in this one.
Got him!
For the second time today.
Next up,
Rougned
Odor. He's 0 for 2 on the day. There's a strike, 0-1 count. Next pitch. Oh, come on.
An outlier when you consider how the game is played. It's
1-1
all about
count.
velocity. It's all about exit velocity and the ability to slug and hit the ball out of the ballpark.
Swings there. Got it. We are 3 outs away from a perfect. Up is Anthony Santander. 0 for 3 on the day. Top of the 9th. Here we go. 1-0 count.
Ball 1.
He's walked a couple times. There's been so many at-bats for the Orioles today. Oh, we're going to reach 20. That has the distance. There's a homer.
Anthony Santander knocks one out. Home run number 30 on the year.
Home run number 30. I don't even care about commentary right now. My God, that's going to bring up Luis Garcia. This season, 10 games, 7 holds, 11.1 innings pitched, 3.97 ERA, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, and he does not do well against lefties. And oh my God, he's facing a lefty. Colton Cowser, 2 for 5 on the day. Here's the pitch. And up the middle, and he can't get a glove on it. There's a single.
And they don't get an out on the play.
My God. Go. Bottom of the 9th, up is Austin Nola. He's 0 for 2. There's a strike, 0-1 count.
Right now, every player defensively on their toes.
Here we go.
Misses
Ball.
outside. And the count
1-1
even
count.
They want to make sure
Here's the next pitch.
they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
2-1 count.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Colorado Rockies still somehow in the NLS battle. There's a strike, 2-2 count. Here's the next pitch.
Line of the pitch. And down
Oh, he got it! Perfect game, Liz! Perfect game! He's still going! Trent Grisham 0 for 2 on the day.
That's off the mark.
There's a ball, 1-0 count. I thought he was gonna walk him there, end the perfect game, but no. No, he misses it. 2-0 count. Here's a pitch.
Earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find
Mateo! Got it! Springs is 1 out away.
26 up and 26
It's Herman Pichardo. He'd be on the wrong side of history. And he will not get his first Major League hit. Oh my God, he's done it! Jeffrey Springs with a perfect game. I came into this game saying he's a great number 3 in the rotation, and look what he does. Throws a perfect game saying, I want to be an ace. I want more. Man may deserve more. Only if John Means wasn't on this squad. Man. Thanks for watching this game, but don't worry, we should have time for a second one. We'll be back. Jeffrey Springs, 11-5 on the season with that win, and Joe Musgrove, 11-5 with that loss. Padres still win the series, but Baltimore picks up a big win.
Play ball.